Kourtney Kardashian opened up about Caitlyn Jenner's parenting style, which she labeled as both controlling and bossy. The Poosh founder, 46, who recently was slammed by fans for being out of touch, opened up about the topic as she appeared on her sister Khloe's podcast titled Khloe in Wonderland. The TV personality is the eldest daughter of Kris Jenner and Robert Kardashian, who divorced in 1991. That same year, the socialite married Caitlyn, then Bruce Jenner, until their official split in 2015. While discussing parenthood, Khloe commended her older sibling for not being the disciplinary when it comes to raising her husband Travis Barker's children. Caitlyn never tried to be dad, the podcast host said, referencing to their late father Robert. And I always appreciated and respected that. However, Kourtney disagreed with the statement as she recalled having yelling wars with Caitlyn, who she described as controlling. "Okay, so, that wasn't my experience," she recalled. "But maybe that's why it became your experience. So, I am grateful for that for you." The reality star then recalled Caitlyn had tried to be controlling and bossy and further remembered Jenner told her certain friends can't come over while growing up. Upon hearing Kourtney's side, Khloe revealed that she initially believed her sister didn't get along with their stepfather because he was replacing dad. Not that he did, no one could replace dad. Kourtney then talked about how both she and Caitlyn would have arguments in the past which would turn into yelling wars. She explained, "I would be like, I want to call my dad," and Caitlyn would hang up the phone. "We would have yelling wars." The star later decided to move in with her father Robert, who passed away in 2003 after a short battle with esophageal cancer. Caitlyn and Kris Jenner married in 1991 and welcomed two children, Kendall, 29, and Kylie, 27. Upon tying the knot, the Olympic gold medalist also became stepfather at the time to Kris' kids from her past marriage to Robert: Kourtney, Khloe, 40, Kim, 44, and Rob, 38. Caitlyn also has 4 other children from previous relationships: Brody Jenner, Burt Jenner, Brandon Jenner and Cassandra Marino. In 2015, Jenner came out a trans woman and a few years later, she opened up about her relationship with her children, including the Kardashians during a 2020 interview with Diane Sawyer. "Some of my children, I have remained very close to. A couple of them, I am a little more distant. I have to admit, I'll sit here and wonder, is it because of my transitioning? Or is it because their life is so busy that they don't call, like, all the time?" Caitlyn added, "Nobody calls that much. I mostly reach out to them. Obviously, the Jenner side calls more, but they all have their own lives." Earlier this year, Brody Jenner shared that he had felt abandoned by Caitlyn during his childhood while appearing on Special Forces: World's Toughest Test. "I had an incredible mother. Father, Bruce, at the time, wasn't around that much," Brody said at the time, per E! News. But he shared that Caitlyn had reached out to him and offered an apology. "Just recently, I got a real, sincere apology. It was the first time in my life that I've ever gotten an apology. You know, I am sorry for not being there, and honestly, it meant a lot." While joining her sister Khloe on the podcast episode this week, Kourtney also talked about living authentically, and not conforming to what's expected of a family, bringing up the school system. She discussed her kids and how they wanted to do homeschooled, versus going to a school, which fans slammed on social media, calling her out of touch. "Why do kids G go to school?" Kourtney said, adding that it is dated. Kourtney also revealed that she only works once a week, something she decided on after giving birth to son Rocky. "1. I had a strong desire to not work and stay home and be with the kids, which is I would say probably like once a week ill work. Kourtney shares 3 kids with ex-partner Scott Disick, sons Mason, 15, and Rain, 10, and daughter Penelope, 12. She welcomed son Rocky on November 1, 2023 with husband Travis Barker. Travis has 2 children from his past marriage to Shanna Moakler, Landon, 21, and Alabama, 19, as well as his former stepdaughter Atiana de la Hoya, 26, whom he helped raise. Atiana is the daughter of Shanna and Oscar de la Hoya. Living authentically is not conforming to whatever it is, and whether for me there's so many ways. There's ways we function as a family. Like if someone does the same thing every day. I do it with everything. It's not about our family. Let's say the school system. I'll think, why do kids G go to school? Truly, it's so dated, Kourtney said in the podcast. I am such a homeschool person, so don't even get me going, Khloe then added. Kourtney explained, so then I'll start thinking. And then like my kids will start sending me videos, why do kids to school? It will be like really successful people and they'll be like, my kids never go to school and they're never going to. And I am like, what's the goal here? You want to do homeschool? Okay, let's do it. Kourtney was slammed on social media for her comments about school, specifically when she called going to school as dated. Because normal kids need an education to eventually work. Not everybody can leech off their parents, once wrote on X, formerly Twitter, while another said that some people can't afford nannies. She needs to homeschool her kids. The question is, will she do it or go hire a teacher? These out of touch PPL, one person wrote. Kids should go to school so they don't end up like her and the rest of the Kardashians, a fan tweeted. Out of touch celebrity says something that's out of touch, a fan wrote, and one said, clearly her brain is outdated. Khloe and Kourtney also covered a number of topics, including how often Kourtney works. When talking about being a mom again to Rocky, she said, becoming a mom again really ignited, like intensely ignited my motherly role, my motherly instinct. Sometimes I feel like my feminine energy. I feel like it intensely ignited that feeling inside me of just I am a mom. Kourtney continued. I had a strong desire to not work and stay home and be with the kids, which is, I would say, probably like once a week ill work. It's not like the whole day, it's a couple hours of my day. The rest of the time I am truly at home and I am being a mom.